All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the lightweight division, updating what's going on with Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, and word on the street about what would happen next if they don't get that fight made. And according to certain people, Stephen Espinoza on this portion, the negotiations have already began. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the lightweight division talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Cruz. Before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos, which we do on a daily basis in both the video format and the live stream format. The live streams that we do in the morning specifically, we pretty much talk about all subjects in boxing. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe and come check that out. Now, if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much. You guys would really continue to make the channel go. Thank you for chopping it up with me on various subjects. Hit that like button, hit that share button before you get out the door. Now, let's get on to this, man. We've got the lightweight division in which Devin Haney is the undisputed champion, holding all of the major belts. However, you also have a guy in that division who just happens to be the big cash cow in the division, and that is a guy goes by the name of Gervonta Tank Davis. So, and I should add, Ryan Garcia of Golden Boy Promotions, who is, I do believe, well, I don't know, he's probably not even the WBC interim champion anymore. However, he is a top lightweight and another guy that is a real big draw that is talking about fighting Gervonta Davis. Now, the latest on that is that Stephen Espinoza has said that the negotiations have started to make the fight between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. However, there are major obstacles in the way of making that fight. Now, the major obstacles are what has been pretty much said from the beginning. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions are going to say, or have said, that the fight has to be a 50-50 fight right down the middle in pay-per-view or whatever else between the fighters. And also that it has to be a co-promotional deal between, or a dual, which is not co-promotional deal, but the viewing rights have to be split between Showtime and DAZN on a dual pay-per-view situation, right? Now, Stephen Espinoza says, not going to happen. No way. Not interested in that, right? Because there's more. He said that there's different equitable ways to go about doing that. Like, for example, the winner, this fight goes to Showtime. The winner, if Ryan Garcia wins the fight and they have a rematch, then that rematch can be on DAZN, right? So there's more different, more equitable ways or fair ways and more practical ways to go about doing that than having a split pay-per-view. My personal opinion, and I think the personal opinion of many people looking at this, is that fight is not going to happen because Ryan Garcia pretty much is not ready for that fight. So the question then becomes, what's next for Gervonta Davis? What I'm being told is that we are probably going to get a rematch between he and Cruz. Now, Cruz is the guy that Gervonta Davis fought right before he fought his last fight, when his last fight was against Rolly Romero. He was supposed to fight Rolly Romero originally. Rolly Romero had to pull out of the fight because of some accusations that wound up later being dropped, had pulled him away from the fight. So Cruz Pitbull Cruz was on that card, and Gervonta Davis winds up fighting Cruz. instead. Now, in that fight, the fight winds up being a good fight, a fairly competitive fight. Now, I think the reason that the fight was competitive was because the hand was hurt, because Gervonta Davis had hurt his hand in the fight. And, so therefore he really couldn't sit down on his punches. I think it happened when he threw this corkscrew, kind of a corkscrew. I think it was a left. It might've been a right, but an overhand corkscrew shot over the top, and it wound up hitting Cruz on the top of the head, and he hurt his hand. So after that, he wound up just boxing Cruz, right? Now, after that fight, Cruz got a lot of, we got a lot of press for that. And he winds up having a fight with Yordenis. I always mess up Yordenis Ugas and Yuriorkis Gamboa. Forgive me. Winds up having a fight with Yuriorkis Gamboa. He winds up stopping Yuriorkis Gamboa. And now he has a fight against I do believe, a former 130-pound title contender. Can't recall his name. But that fight is going to be coming up. I do believe they're going to be fighting, if not this weekend, they're fighting pretty soon I can't recall what undercard he's going to be fighting on, but that fight is coming around. And so he's going to have one more fight. Now, the reason that people are telling me that the fight that they're looking at Cruz rematch is because of the controversy that took place with Gervonta Davis in the last fight that he had where it went the distance, and the fact that Cruz, a lot of people are saying that Cruz, came close to beating Gervonta Davis. So the fact that they would have the rematch with him with more time for Cruz to prepare, that could actually be a fight that could generate interest and be a more successful pay-per-view than, say, if he was going to fight some of the other lightweight contenders that are there, like for example, Michelle Rivera is at lightweight, and because that, I think, is an up and coming lightweight that is with the PBC, where in a fight that could be made. Cruz, through his fight with Gervonta Davis, got significantly more name recognition, so that fight would probably sell more and be more interesting than the fight with Michelle Rivera. And it also, very well may just do well because Isaac Cruz has now garnered a lot of fans, and on top of it, he's garnered a lot of Mexican fans that will more than likely come out and support him. So look for that rematch. There's a high probability that Gervonta Davis may get pushed into that rematch. Now, Gervonta was asked about the rematch in the ring, and Gervonta was like, no, I don't think that is that fight wasn't good enough to get a rematch. He won the fight, convincingly, which I agree with. However, when you look at, what's out there for him to fight, that guy is a lot more reasonable or a lot more lucrative fight, or a bigger selling fight, and could be considered a better challenge than a lot of those other guys that are available for him, especially knowing that, Lomachenko is not available. Devin Haney is not available. Ryan Garcia, if they can't work that out, would not be available, right? And it just seems like it's just more the natural thing. But we will find out and see what happens as we move on. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.